What's up, everybody? September 13th, 2021, 4:26 a.m. Gonna do a quick breakdown on gold here. So last week, gold was pretty much in a downtrend. Pretty much the whole week. This was the start of last week, and then from there, after this big steep drop, first beginning part of the week on the 6th and the 7th, it was kind of just consolidating in this range here once again from about 1800 down to about 1785, more like 1790 really. So about that 100 pip range of roughly 1790 to about 1800. It was kind of floating in there, and then broke below that a couple times, kind of broke above it a couple times up to 1804. So now we see that price, since market open yesterday, price kind of pushed back up after this steep push down earlier. This was on Friday, and now this push back up yesterday during Asian session. We see how the price is now, looks like it's respecting this zone, this support and resistance area as well. So I have gotten into a short order. Actually, I got in at the close of this strong bearish engulfing here. What I'm foreseeing is that price is going to continue to push down. At the very least, it's going to retest the bottom of this range, but I think it's definitely going to go into this zone here. And I'm really just shooting for actually 100 pips, 100 pip target, which puts me in line here with this lower range here. This area here, about 1776, 1778. As I've said before, is a pretty, really 1775, really, around there. Let's just call it 1775 area, give or take. Definitely has a lot of buying pressure here every time it's pushed down to there. But from what I'm seeing here, it looks like price is going to, in my opinion, continue to push down here, retest this low. If it's able to push through this low, keep pushing down to the bottom of this zone, basically retesting all of these areas here, retesting this level here, 1782, retesting the 1780, and then below that is your 1778 area, 1776, 1775, and then from there we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm foreseeing here. The other possibility is that obviously price could keep pushing back up and then drop again. I personally am not going to be looking for any buy orders unless one of two things happens. Either A, if price pushes up here, breaks through this, and then comes back down for a retest and continues to push up, I'll be looking for an entry at that retest area. Now, the other thing I will be possibly considering a buy if price pushes down to this area here, really around this area, and I see a lot of exhaustion forming, some big wick candles, something like this here forming, then I would want to consider maybe a buy, a short-term buy up to this area. But definitely we're going to still be in a bearish trend. It's definitely a bearish momentum that we have here. Unless price at minimum starts to break above this level. Really, if it starts to break above this level, about 1795 to 1800, that 1800 psychological level, if we break above that, then we could expect to see some potential to the upside. But as of right now, I'm still looking to continue to ride the wave down. It is at the bottom of the range. I normally don't like getting into positions at the bottom of the range if it's a bearish move, vice versa if it's a bullish move. And the reason being is, of course, this could just be retesting this area and push back up, but in my opinion, because of all this bearish movement that's been occurring, and furthermore the fact that price broke down below this zone, came back up, and now has rejected this area and is pushing down this very strong bearish engulfing here, that this 1 hour candle overtook the previous 4 hours of price movement. So with that, I think that there is a lot of bearish still momentum in the market, and I would expect for price to keep pushing back down, at the very least into this area here, but if not, continue to push down. I have my target here, which might be might be a little bit optimistic, you could say, but I do think that if it doesn't reach here, I believe it's going to come down at least to retest this, push into the zone. I'm going to keep an eye, and at that point, if I see it looks like it's making some signals for, you know, a reversal push back up, then I might consider closing out. You know, also seeing if it's respecting structure, making lower lows, lower highs, and so forth in this example. So with that is what I'm looking for here. My target, my actual target is at 1778. My entry was around 1788.3. I have a couple entries. They're all, you know, roughly around that area. And my stop, I have it at about 1793.45, roughly. I mean, basically, as far as the stop goes, if price breaks above this here, you know, it really pushes up, and that's already going to invalidate this trade, because obviously price will be breaking this area of resistance, this previous structure that's already made this lower high. So if it's breaking above this, I mean, that's where I have my stop anyways, you know, for that reason. If it breaks above this cleanly, then I'll be closing out, because the trade would then be invalid. But unless that occurs, we are still valid, and really the key is going to be breaking below this level, 1786. We break below that, next, you know, we're going to be about 1783, and keep pushing down. So we will see what happens from there. So with that, I hope you guys have a fantastic trading day. Go out, make a killing, and be smart about your moves. Talk to you soon.